So hello YouTube, we are back at the Kawasaki service center for the second service of our Cheeto. It's almost 10 AM and ours is probably the second bike that will be serviced today. If you haven't watched the previous video, do watch it. About last week what happened, I'll just put in the eye icon. So I'll show you what all happens today.
So we are here at the Kawasaki service center. First, we're getting the chain chaining done. The lubing will be done after the service is done, but at the end, there's another 6R over there. Getting its first service done over here. To give you guys a bit of a background on this bike, so this was a brand new ZX6R whose engine was seized within the first week of purchase. So it will get a new engine replaced because it falls under the warranty. Very unfortunate, but it is what it is. Next we move on to the engine oil replacement. For that it is being drained. Next the oil filter is being removed. So that gets replaced as well with the Kawasaki oil filter. Once that is done, we move on to cleaning the brake pads and brake calipers. Since there is not much wear, but they might be replaced in the third service. We move on to the engine oil being replaced with the Kawasaki 10W engine oil. For the 6R, we require almost about 3.1 to 3.2 liters of oil. The chain was slightly loose, so it is being tightened as well. The stock air filter was just cleaned because there was not much dirt and didn't require any replacement. Finally, the chain was lubed with the Kawasaki lubricant.
Cheeto's second service is finally done. What all did they do? So regular stuff actually. Second service doesn't necessarily mean there's a lot of things to do unless you know you've used it a lot and it requires replacement. So it was just chain clean and lube and oil filter change, oil change, and they cleaned the air filter today. So mine wasn't that dirty. So of course during the second service usually they do not replace it unless it's very bad. So mine hardly had any dust on it. I mean 1700 kilometers plus riding inside the city, and there's not much pollution also wherever I ride or dust. So the air filter was cleaned and I got the coolant topped up, and that was below the low level. It was probably not even seen, it was not visible at all. So I asked him to top it up. He was initially a little hesitant to do it. He was like, it's fine, it's okay. But then when he checked the levels, it was almost transparent. So he topped up the coolant. The second service cost me 7,900 change. I think similar to the first service. From the previous video you might have seen that there was an issue. There was an issue with the appointment, and also it was delayed by 3-4 weeks. So I was overdue for second service and they said they'll consider it as third. So I came here, I spoke to them, asked them how will it affect and all that. So it will not affect warranty as such. They build it as third service. So since they build it as third service, and they only charge you for what they add or replace, right? Labor cost is just there's a difference of 100 or 200 rupees between second service and third service. So that didn't matter much, but yeah, as per the records it will show as second service is skipped. But whatever work they did, it is part of the second service itself, because at 1700 kilometers it wouldn't make sense to replace something unnecessarily. So they cleaned the brake calipers, brake pads, front and rear, and regular checks actually. Cleaned a few places, the core parts. But yeah, the oil filter gets replaced almost in every service, so that's like a mandatory thing. Oh, another thing that I wanted to tell you guys, update you, was about the quick shifter glitching. So I spoke to the mechanic here, Ravi. He said could have been sometimes, but there's no like major issue as such with you know, it not upshifting. He said keep the throttle constant and retry it, observe it for a while, and then if it's occurring over and over, then we'll look further. So the quick shifter part, I think it's not something to worry about, but if it's repetitive, then we have to get it checked again. And coming to the sound, I mean, there's not much difference. And of course, soon after the service, the engine is very smooth. Engine oil has changed, so of course it will be very smooth. And apart from that, the brakes, they're good as usual. Initially they were soft soon after the delivery, so I think it took a few hundred kilometers for the brakes to also, you know, get a little adjusted. They were very soft initially, so I had to brake harder, but yeah, now I think it's good. So maybe in the third service we'll have to get the brake pads replaced, and I'll be getting the exhaust soon. Comment down and let me know which one you'd like to see on Cheeto. Should we get a full system, or a slip-on, or a slip-on with decat? So that will be the next one. I actually wanted to get the coolant replaced with the ice one. I don't remember the full name. There is one coolant that's really good. The Kawasaki ones evaporate very fast, which is why, you know, in this chamber over here, right here, it'll like that is the storage part, so it'll evaporate very fast, but it'll still be in the radiator. But yeah, so I want to get the other one, ice cool, sorry. Yeah, so ice cool is the coolant, so I wanted to get that. So I'll get that coolant when I get my exhaust, and we'll also get the BMC air filter. So all of these will be coming up shortly, so make sure you follow videos and hit that bell icon for being notified when I upload a new video. And anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, thanks for your time, take care, bye bye.